I want to create some images. I want to create some graph. Okay, I want to create some sequence diagram. If I will ask ChatGPT to create some diagram or image, after some time, after few attempts, it will ask me for paid subscription. But I want to generate hundreds or thousands of images without any paid edition. I am also using free edition, so you can see that it is asking me to upgrade your plan. I am not using any paid edition, only free subscription account of ChatGPT. Very first demonstration we will see how to create different type of content related to multimedia segment in ChatGPT. And this segment is known as prompt engineering. This particular implementation, what we are covering now in demonstration, that is known as prompt engineering, which we can use for teaching, learning, academics, as well as research. Prompt engineering means whatever content is available in ChatGPT or Gemini, how to create that particular content in indirect way. For example, I want to generate a 2D image. So 2D image will be generated in ChatGPT, but I will have to purchase its subscription. I don't want to pay anything. In indirect way, we want to extract some data from ChatGPT. So now I'm starting the demonstration. For example, I want to create a graph, a particular image related to my presentation on cloud computing. Okay, for example, so I'm writing generate graph viz dot code. Okay, generate graph viz dot code for example, I am writing, I want to generate some content for my presentation related to cloud computing and its components, or interaction of virtual machines in cloud data centers. Okay, for example, this is my topic on which I want to create one image. I am not asking ChatGPT to generate the image. I am asking ChatGPT to generate graphviz.code. So enter, it will generate the code. So you can see that it is generating the graph, this particular script. And by this way I can generate thousands of images for my presentation, for my lecture notes, for my study material. Copy this code. Now I will open one website, that is dreampuff.github.io/graphvizonline. Whatever code is available in left hand side I will delete. Now I will paste that new code which I have taken from ChatGPT. Now you can see that this is the diagram. Cloud management system. So you can see cloud networking hypervisor, by which way virtual machines are interacting in cloud data center. So you can see how much it is easy. Otherwise, if I want to generate this type of diagram manually in MS Word or in Paintbrush, it will take 30 to 40 minutes. And even then, I will not be able to generate this type of professional diagram. Another example, okay, I'm changing this. For example, I am from mechanical engineering. Okay, I want to generate a particular diagram related to welding process and key components. Okay, so we will see anything, whatever is already documented in book, in research papers. So you can see ChatGPT is generating the script. Now I will copy this code. I will move to GraphViz online, delete previous code, paste whatever code you have taken from ChatGPT, and now you can see that very complex, very professional diagram related to different types of welding. So I am not from mechanical engineering, still I am able to generate the diagram of welding, shielding gas, filler material, weld joint, heat source, wire. So if some participants are here related to mechanical engineering, they might be knowing whether it is correct or not. So MIG, TIG, stick, these are, if I want to download this diagram, So you can see in which format, PNG file, download. I can use this diagram in my presentation, in my research paper, in study material. If I am working on some book, that particular thing can be done. Okay. Is this visible and clear to all participants? Kindly confirm. Are you able to view and understand this process? Kindly confirm so that we can move ahead with further content. Is this clear to all? Up to now, whatever we have covered, anything, any process you can take, any participant kindly confirm. Is it audible, visible, and clear to all of you? Okay, so one more example we are taking. For example, I want to take, okay, interaction of or communication. For example, I am writing something about wireless network, communication of wireless gadgets and devices in with base station with security and privacy. For example, I am writing some research paper and I want to show some image, I want to show some diagram related to wireless communication with base station, and my area of research or my area of content writing is security and privacy. One way is that I will collect data manually from multiple sources. Multiple sources means I will collect data from Google. After taking data from Google, I will try to create images in Paintbrush or MS Word. Then whatever graphic programming, whatever graphic designing we know, depending upon that we will create. But it will take lots of time, at least 2 to 3 hours. But here you can see that simply we are writing here generate GraphViz code for communication of wireless gadgets and devices with base station. Okay, now I want to use 5G also in 5G networks. For example, my area of work is related to 5G networks. Okay, so you can see that ChatGPT is generating code. It is not asking me to uh, get the subscription, paid subscription. So you can see in free account I am generating copy code. Now graph is delete previous code, paste new code, and now you can see that this one, wireless device 1, IoT sensor, smartphone, base station, 5G protocols, encryption, authentication. Okay, so if I want to download this for placing in my presentation or in my research paper, so you can see that this very professional diagram and without any watermark, it is not giving any watermark. Generally, when we use some graphic designing software, some watermark is inserted that this is developed by this software, this is developed by this particular. But whatever content we are generating, whatever multimedia content we are generating by ChatGPT with prompt engineering without watermark. Okay, so this is very first demonstration that you can follow for content creation, for multimedia content creation. Okay, this is known as graphviz.code. In this presentation I have shared, I have given each and everything. I will share this presentation to all of you at end of this session so that you will be able to work. So by which way you have to write the code, in which website you have to paste the code. Okay, each and every screenshot I have already recorded in my presentation. At end of this session I will share this presentation to all of you. Okay, now, dear participants, we will see some more demonstrations, some more content creation. So this is known as your graph with code, directed graph. Now, for my work, for my research task, if I want to create some particular content associated with sequence diagram, now I want to create a sequence diagram for same process. Now you can see that edit message, what I am doing, same thing, edit message. Now I am changing it to, so graph with code delete, generate sequence diagram plant UML code. So what I have done, simply now I want to create another type of diagram, that is sequence diagram, and it is known as plant UML. Send. Now another script will be generated, and by this way we will be able to create another type of diagram. So copy code. Now for this we will use website sequencediagram.org. Delete previous code, paste the code. Now you can see that this is the diagram. This is a new diagram. For example, for my research paper, for my dissertation, for my lecture notes, for my study material, or any literary content, I want to use this type of diagram. Okay, so you can see this one. In same way, for example, generate plant UML code for research methodology. For example, I want to use in my document, in my research document. Okay, so you will see this one, plant UML code. It is generating copy code. I will go to sequencediagram.org, delete previous code, paste. Now you can see very professional diagram is generated, and I can download it. Okay, it can be downloaded. So you can see that this one, download to file system, Google Drive, OneDrive, or download folder. I can use this particular diagram. I can take its screenshot. Okay, it's a screenshot we can take, and it can be placed in research paper or document. Or if you want to explain this concept to your students, you can put in your presentation. Otherwise, generally, what we do, for example, I have to explain research methodology to my students. We take from here and there, and very classical example of here and there is Google. So we call Google as Google Devta. So taking content from Google, and after that we put in presentation. But many times or sometimes it look unprofessional. We are taking data from here and there from Google, and then we are explaining something. Rather than that, what we can do, we can take our content, we can generate our content at own level, anything, any particular concept. Okay, not only this particular part. For example, you want to generate sequence diagram for cloud computing. Okay, cloud computing or communication. Okay, or communication or or different segments in capital market. Okay, different segments in capital market. So you can see by which way capital market works. Stock, brokers. So paste. Now you can see. Dear participants, some mics are on. Kindly mute your mic. At end of this session, I will enable verbal communication so that you will be able to ask your questions. Okay, so you can see that we have generated one sequence diagram related to capital market. So issuer, investor, broker, stock exchange, clearing house. Okay, and this is free and open source. Is this visible and clear to all participants? Kindly confirm. Is this visible and clear to all of you? Kindly confirm up to
Yes, sir.
now, whatever we have discussed. Any participant, anybody, kindly confirm. Is it audible, visible, and clear?
Yes, sir. It is audible, visible.
Okay. So now we will see some other parts. Okay, lots of other platforms available. One more platform we will cover related to content creation, related to multimedia content creation. Okay, mermaid.live, mermaid.live platform. So you can see that this is, if I want to generate graph, this type of graph. So which type of diagrams we can generate? So if I want to generate Gantt chart, ER diagram, entity relationship diagram, state diagram, class diagram, okay, sequence diagram, or mind map, okay, git flow diagram, any of these you can generate. So you can generate class diagram. For example, I want to generate a class diagram. So what I can do, simply generate script, generate code for class diagram
नहीं मिलेगा कितने
for
बने हैं
mermaid.live
83 तो
on.
बने 83 तो आयु 80 दे आ जाना 80
Dear
आईआईटी
participants,
में
some
हाँ
mics are
90
on.
का
I
नहीं है कट
request
ऑफ पे
all
80
participants,
है वो मेरे ओ नहीं नहीं
Professor
किधर फिर
Harvinder,
आईआईटी तो बाद
Harpreet
देखा
Singh
ना कट ऑफ नहीं
Puri,
क्लियर हुआ है
kindly mute your
80 की
mic.
जाना ना 90 जाता
Some
90
mics
कितनी
are
काटने
on.
लगे
I request all
91 तो
participants.
मतलब तू ये मन के
Because
चल भी मिनिमम मिनिमम तो
there
मिनिमम
is some
बहुत जल्दी सी 99 नंबर आ हाँ
so at organizing and kindly mute all
बहुत घट
mics.
होंगे वो तो 99 ਵਾਲੇ ਦੇ ਤਾਂ ਘੱਟੋ ਘੱਟ 90 ਹੋਏ ਫਾਦਰ ਫਿਰ ਹੁਣ
Dear
ਕੱਲ ਚੀਜ਼
organizers,
ਤੱਕ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਨਹੀਂ
kindly
ਦੱਸਿਆ ਰਿਜ਼ਲਟ
I
ਆਇਆ ਹਾਂ
request
ਹਾਂ ਫਿਰ ਉਹਨੂੰ
to
ਫਿਰ
mute
ਜਿਹਨੇ ਵੀ ਆ ਕੇ ਨਾ ਉਹਦਾ ਯੂਪੀਐਸਸੀ
others'
ਪੇਪਰ
mic. Okay, so for example, different segments in blockchain. Okay, we are working. For example, we are working on blockchain and cryptocurrencies. Okay, anything, any algorithm you can take, any pseudocode you can take, any process you will be able to take. So you can see class diagram code it is generating. So this is known as prompt engineering. For lecture notes, for its explanation is also available. You can see that its description, its explanation is also available. Now copy code. Okay, and we will be able to paste. I will paste here, and now you can see at right hand side. So we have pasted the code, and now you can see blockchain, public blockchain, private blockchain, and cryptocurrency, smart contract, NFT, decentralized finance, DAO, and so many other components. So if I want to explain something, if I want to create a lecture note, if I want to create some study material related to this part, so simply in chat gpt what we will do, we will ask it to generate the content, we will ask it to generate the script rather than that